My name's Lizette Fortmiller, and I am a student of Jessica Phelan's Undergraduate of Culminating Experience online class this semester of spring 2023. My research topic for this project was to create a summer training program for high school athletes that focused on injury prevention. My future goal is to be a strength and conditioning coach, but focus on high school athletics. A lot of high schools don't have the funds to hire a properly educated and qualified strength and conditioning coach, which leads to injuries that could alter their life plans. Injuries at a high school level can largely alter an athlete's plans, whether it's going to college or it could just leave injuries that stay with them for the rest of their life. So I want to put more focus in that area because it is a needed area in the strength and conditioning world. My program puts emphasis on the warm-up, proper training progressions, and the cool-down to focus on injury prevention. I include a schedule overview, different skills assessments protocols, various graphs that coaches can use to help with the administration of the program itself, and then I go into detail about the warm-up and cool-down, including a full warm-up and cool-down routine. My main program is split into 3 blocks. The first block only lasts a week, and it is the introduction week, so it's getting the athletes used to performing the movements so that they can develop the skills and the proper technique to prevent injury. The second block is the most challenging. This is where they build up the strength. It's called the building block. So the first part of the building block lasts 2 weeks, and then the third week will be test out week to see where their progress is at that point. And then it goes into the second part of the building block, which is where the strength should continue to go up with the scheme of the workout routine itself. Finally, I have the deload block, which is where the athlete will do their final test out to see their overall improvement. And it's also the week where they will prepare for conditioning week and regular season. This week does not have as much volume to help the athlete recover so that they do not get injured during their sports practices. I'm currently in the process of studying for my Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist exam, so I have that book and I used it as a resource when developing this program. I include a variety of resources within my project, ranging from credible sports performance websites and organizations such as NASM and ACSM. I also conducted an interview with Anthony Fox, who's director of the fitness center, and he has plenty of credentials following his name, including CSCS. He's a certified personal trainer, and he's also a certified CrossFit instructor. He also has his Master's of Science surrounding health and human performance and sports performance. Anthony is one of the most educated people I know in this realm. I would have conversations with him while I worked there just to learn more from him. So when I saw that I had to do an interview for this project, I knew immediately that he was who I wanted to interview because I saw it as another chance to learn from him. Within the interview, he told me his opinions of high school sports and the need for more certified personnel in that network. I'm truly honored to have been able to learn from Anthony throughout this project and throughout my time as a worker at the Tiger Fitness Center. So thank you, Anthony, for helping me out with this. Something that went well with my project was the organization and structure of the project itself. I utilized my computer skills to create the program in Google Sheets and organize it so that it was user-friendly and easy to read. I've also used my past experience when creating this program. I was working on a 12-week program for a client from my hometown at the same time as this project. While it was challenging to create both at the same time, I definitely learned a lot doing so. I used a similar format plan when creating both in Google Sheets. Working on my client's 12-week program helped with creating the format for this final research project. My history as an athlete also helped me create this project because I used a similar structure as to the structure that I followed when I was attending Smith Center High School. In the future, something I would definitely do differently is start earlier, and I know that is probably a common response to say, but you always think you have more time until you're in the final few weeks and you realize that it's crunch time. I realized that mentally I was making it out to be harder than it is, which caused me to procrastinate starting it. because I would start thinking about all that I had to do. But in reality, I just needed to get started and just work on it day by day, little by little. So in the future, when I make programs for clients or athletes or myself even, I've learned from this project that I just need to get started. I need to not overthink it, because I have a tendency of wanting to do things in my head perfectly the first time, which I know you're not always gonna do things perfectly, if at all, and getting started is a bigger step than nothing. However, this project is going to help me a lot in the future. I will be doing a summer internship with my high school summer weights program and athletic department, and I've already spoken to several of the coaches within the program as well as the athletic director of Smith Center, and have told them that I am working on a research project for a training program that emphasizes injury prevention. They both seemed very interested, and the volleyball coaches told me that I could implement parts of the project into the training program this summer. So it's really amazing that I have the chance to make this program come to real life, and I can make it applicable to my summer internship and to my future career. Throughout my last semester here at Fort Hays, I really developed a passion for injury prevention, especially at a young level such as high school and junior high. As a sophomore in high school, I tore my ACL first week of basketball, 5 minutes before practice was over. From there, my sports career changed drastically. I underwent the 8 months of grueling rehabilitation and did not return until summer of our summer league volleyball season, which would have been in the middle of July. So I missed my whole sophomore basketball career, which we ended up runner-ups in sub-state and were 1 game away from making state. And then I also missed my whole track career. And as a sophomore, that's a pivotal year in someone's athletic journey. Freshman year is a big learning curve. You're going from being at the top of your league as an 8th grader to being the very bottom competing against 18-year-olds. I was really looking forward to my sophomore year because I had a lot of hope in my events, but after tearing my ACL, my jumping events, hurdling, and sprints were largely affected because I just didn't have the speed and agility that I did before. However, even after my knee injury, we made it to state volleyball junior and senior year, which was absolutely amazing, and I'm so thankful for the group of girls that I played alongside with. And then I moved on to play volleyball at Cloud County Community College. My knee did not cause any issues during that, although even today, if I go too hard when I'm first introducing a movement, such as running, heavy squats, anything with legs, or jumping, the first little bit that I reintroduce it back into my training program, I can notice that my knee gets inflamed and I have to ease myself into it, which I'm not very good at. I tend to be an all or nothing person, which is definitely something I would work on in my future projects. Instead of having that mindset of I need to complete it all in one day, I need to learn that it's not all or nothing, and that I can work on things little by little and make gradual progress. So it went well because some days my all or nothing mindset served me useful. I got a lot done in a day, even if it meant staring at my computer screen for 6 hours. But on the days where I didn't have that motivation to work on it, I didn't make myself even just spend 10 minutes on it to get some progress. I would wait until the next surge of motivation came through and I would work on a lot of it at the same time. Overall, I had a great experience making this project. I got to use the textbook that I will be studying from to obtain my CSCS, and I got to learn a lot of information that will be useful to me as a strength and conditioning coach. I'm very proud of how my program came out because I put a lot of time and effort and energy into it, and it makes me excited that I can implement it in my summer internship, and I know that I will be using it as inspiration with my future projects to come. And finally, I want to thank you for all that you have taught me throughout my time at Fort Hays. I've enjoyed every conversation that we've had, and your encouragement really means a lot to me. So thank you, and I am beyond blessed for having you as someone that I can look up to and learn from, and I'm so excited to see where my future will take me.